The sound you just heard was from the silver-cheeked hornbill, which is a unique and tropical bird belonging to the family Bucerosidae. But do not mistake it for a parrot. Larger than most other forest birds, the silver-cheeked hornbill has a flashy appearance with an oversized, brightly coloured beak, along with eyelashes, which by the way are actually feathers, and a patch of bright coloration sometimes around the eyes or the throat. The speciality of a hornbill in general is the casque, a hollow structure which appears on the upper mandible of their downward curved bill, which looks like a horn, hence the name hornbill. In some hornbill species, the casque isn't hollow, but it's packed with actually hornbill ivory. Sadly for those subspecies, they're being poached and hunted for their ivory. There's approximately 60 different species of hornbill, and while it's not feasible to name them all, some of the prominent ones are the ones that we're actually looking at today: the silvery-cheeked hornbill and the trumpeter hornbill. To tell these apart for the sake of this video, the silvery-cheeked hornbill was the one on the thumbnail, and in the earlier part of the video, so one of the more dominant casque, and the trumpeter hornbill, which we're actually focusing on now, as you can see, has a red coloration around its eyes, and its casque is less dominant. Both species of hornbill actually come from East Africa, all the way from Ethiopia all the way down to South Africa. They're a very social bird, and the breeding biology of these birds are actually fascinating. They usually form a monogamous pair, one pair at a time. During the breeding season, the females are actually sealed inside the nesting chamber, which usually is a hole or a crevice inside of rocks or trees. The breeding season will normally happen in spring, and the female can lay anything up to 1 to 3 white eggs in a clutch. The male bird will help feed the female, and also will help feed the chicks once they're born. The female will then break out of the nest or the cavity, and then both of them will re-wall it for the next time. Depending on the species, the incubation period can range anywhere from 23 to 96 days. The chicks will stay with their parents until they're fully fledged at about 80 days. Folks, if you enjoyed this content, you might like to subscribe to the channel. It would be muchly appreciated, thank you. Just to show you the size difference and the difference in different hornbills, I will link a short video at the end of this one, or you might get a link up here now, on the Abyssinian ground hornbill, which is much bigger. Hornbills have an average lifespan of about 35 to 40 years, but some have a life expectancy of up to 50 years in captivity. They primarily survive on fruit, but they are omnivores. They are known to be opportunistic predators, and they'll actually prey on insects and small animals, including birds, reptiles and mammals, and some even feed on poisonous animals such as scorpions and even snakes. On a personal note, we've seen these beautiful birds in Paralito Park in Gran Canaria for the first time. I've never ever seen a silver-cheeked hornbill or a trumpeter hornbill in real life. When looking at these beautiful birds, it really does make you wonder what our perception of what a dinosaur actually looks like, mainly thanks to Hollywood. When you look closely at them, they do truly look like dinosaurs. Folks, if you were enjoying this content, you might like Google's next recommendation on another beautiful bird with a casque, the most dangerous bird in the world, the southern cassowary of Australia. Stay safe, folks. See you in the next one. Bye for now. Bye-bye.